Hello and welcome to Rewind 2025. I'm Shireen Bhan. Now, this has been a productive year for the government. In all, 28 bills were introduced in Parliament, ranging from a new employment guarantee scheme for rural India to tweaking the rules for foreign direct investment in insurance to laws revising the duties applicable on tobacco. Sapna thus looks back at some of the key laws that were aimed at keeping the reform agenda going and reports that 2026 is likely to see this exercise being taken forward. Take a look.
2025's winter session of Parliament has probably been one of the most productive in recent history. Lok Sabha saw productivity at 111% and Rajya Sabha 121%. In just 19 days of the session, 5 new bills became law, while 1 more bill was referred to a parliamentary panel. Of these 6, at least 3 are reform-oriented: the nuclear energy bill, the bill to amend insurance laws, and the securities markets code. The laws supporting the overhaul of the goods and services tax were also passed in this session. And then there was a new rural employment guarantee scheme which caused quite a stir in the House. The bill goes beyond amending the 20-year-old UPA-era flagship MGNREGA of 2005. The new bill increases the guarantee of employment to rural households from 100 days to 125 days in a year. However, it shifts a portion of the cost onto state governments, 40% against the earlier 0%. Cosmetically, the government has changed the name of the scheme by dropping Mahatma Gandhi's name from it. None of this sat well with the opposition or experts.
हर योजना का नाम बदलने की जो सनक है ये समझ में नहीं आती है सर जब ये किया जाता है तो सरकार केंद्र को पैसे खर्चने पड़ते हैं बिना इस सदन की सलाह लिए इस तरह से जल्दी में विधायक को पास नहीं होना चाहिए सर ये विधेयक वापस लिया जाना चाहिए
The G bill, which says that 60% for most of the country, barring northeastern states and hill states and union territories, the new bill says that 40% of the money will have to come, even for labor component, from the states. Now, there is no reason that the states may want to do this. And in fact, in trying to bring the 60 and 40 together, most parts of the country, the sufferer will be the worker who during every time of economic distress, and those distressed workers who find themselves looking for alternative employment will be unable to get any kind of guarantee. As it is, it's been very difficult because of lack of allocation.
But the government stood firm.
पता नहीं क्यों जी नाम आ गया तो ये भड़क गए महात्मा गांधी स्वयं राम राज्य की स्थापना की बात करते थे और उनके अंतिम शब्द भी हे राम थे
And the bill was pushed through with just 5 hours notice.
जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में आ गए जो सदस्य विरोध में ना गए मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्षवा विधेयक पर विचार करने को प्रस्ताव को स्वीकृत किया.
The other big ticket change came in the foreign direct investment rules. This was driven by 2 bills. The Sabka Bima, Sabki Raksha Amendment of Insurance Laws Bill 2025 and the Sustainable Harnessing and Advancement of Nuclear Energy for Transforming India Bill 2025. The Shanti Bill allows up to 49% FDI in the nuclear energy sector. It also allows private players through joint ventures to build, own and operate nuclear plants while the government retains control over core functions. The amendments to the insurance law now permit 100% direct investment by insurance majors. Now, realistically, while only 4 of the 74 players in the insurance space are at 74% FDI, the government views allowing 100% FDI as an enabler for global majors to set up shop without shopping for an Indian partner.
We have heard a lot of these FDI people who want to come into this country searching for a partner, joint venture partner. It's a mammoth effort. Now, by doing this, we are able to bring them to the country directly, of course, with all the Indian laws which are passed by this parliament.
Market regulator SEBI not only got a new chairman in Tuin Kanta Pandey in 2025, it also got in line for sharper legal teeth. The centre tabled the Securities Market Code Bill to strengthen investor protection, shore up the SEBI board and improve overall regulatory governance. Some of the specifics include SEBI setting aside 25% of its annual surplus in a reserve fund, while the residual surplus is transferred to the centre. The code also mandates that SEBI investigations close within 180 days and that no investigation can be taken up against a default or contravention after expiry of 8 years, except in specific circumstances. The bill is being right now examined by the Standing Committee on Finance. But the surprise this year came for India's growing workforce, including gig workers. The centre rolled out the 4 labour codes effective the 21st of November. Key features include mandatory issuance of appointment letters for all workers, making minimum wages a statutory right, cutting the period for eligibility for gratuity for fixed-term employees to 1 year, and double wages for overtime. The frenetic activity in the winter session has made 2025 a highly productive year for the government. But the government's reforms agenda is far from complete. 2026 will see it not only taking up pending bills that have been sent to select and standing committees, but pushing to implement the laws passed in 2025, like the new Rural Employment Guarantee Law. In New Delhi, Sapna Das.
And of course, 2026 will start with the budget session and the presentation of the budget, courtesy Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Well, the year 2025